Most people move through life reacting to whatever happens in front of them. They guess, they respond, and they simply hope things work out. But the people who truly succeed operate differently. They see the next move before it even happens. They don't wait for events to unfold. They prepare for them. And by the time this is over, you'll start doing the same. What if I told you that human behavior isn't random at all? Most people think actions and reactions are unpredictable. But in reality, people follow patterns, repeating the same mental scripts again and again without realizing it. Every reaction, every decision, every response usually follows a hidden structure. And once you learn to recognize that structure, something powerful happens. You stop guessing what people will do. Instead, you start predicting it. And sometimes, you can even influence their decision before they make it. This is what I call the predictive loop method. It works because human behavior often runs in loops, repeating cycles in conversations, emotions, and decisions. Most people never notice these loops. But once you understand them, you begin seeing patterns everywhere. And when you can see the pattern, you can anticipate the outcome. Step 1, identify the baseline. The first step is simple but extremely powerful. Before you can predict someone's behavior, you must first understand their baseline. A baseline is how a person behaves when they are relaxed, comfortable, and not under pressure. Their natural speaking style, their natural posture, their natural tone. Why is this important? Because the moment someone moves away from their normal behavior, something inside them has changed. Most people only listen to the words being spoken, but words can be rehearsed. Words can be manipulated. The real signals come from body language, tone of voice, and facial expressions. These signals reveal emotions people often try to hide. Step 2, detect the small changes. Once you understand someone's normal behavior, the next step is noticing the small shifts. Human emotions often show up in subtle physical changes before words are spoken. For example, if someone who normally speaks confidently suddenly hesitates or speeds up their speech, something inside them has shifted. Eye contact can also reveal discomfort. Frequent blinking or looking away often signals stress or uncertainty. Small physical movements are also clues. Adjusting clothing, touching the face, or shifting posture can indicate pressure or internal conflict. Even voice tone can change. A calm voice suddenly becoming higher, quieter, or sharper usually reflects a change in emotional state. These signals appear automatically, often before the person even realizes it. Step 3. Watch reactions instead of words. The biggest mistake people make is trusting words more than reactions, but the body usually responds faster than the mind can edit the message. A forced smile, for example, often appears when someone feels uncomfortable. Delayed answers can suggest someone is carefully constructing their response instead of speaking honestly. Body tension also reveals pressure. Shoulders tighten, hands become stiff, jaw muscles lock. These reactions expose emotions people are trying to hide. Once you recognize these patterns, changes become obvious. You begin noticing when something feels off in a conversation. Understanding pre-action signals. Every action starts with a trigger, an emotion, a thought, or an external situation activates a response inside the brain. Breathing patterns shift. Body posture adjusts slightly. People might glance towards someone whose approval they value before speaking, or they may shift their weight before making a move. These tiny signals happen before the actual decision is made. Most people only notice the final action. But when you start noticing the early signals, you gain a powerful advantage. You begin seeing decisions forming in real time. Taking control of conversations. Once you can read these signals, you can start guiding interactions more effectively. If you notice someone becoming defensive, you can soften your tone before they react. Instead of telling someone what to do, you can frame a question that invites their opinion.
I can see the lies
For
in
example,
your eyes.
what do you
Your
think the
fear
smartest move
confirms
would
it.
be? This makes them feel involved
I
in
can
the
see the
decision
lies
rather
in
than
your
pressured.
eyes.
If tension
fear
appears in the
confirms it.
conversation, a short pause or change
I
in
can see
tone
the
can
lies
reset
in
the
your
emotional
eyes.
flow.
Your
Small
fear
adjustments
confirms
like this can completely shift the direction of